Alright guys, so this is Jack from Valley Garage. So I just picked up this 1994 Toyota Land Cruiser 80 series. So she's been chopped. This is going to be the main car for this YouTube channel at this point in time. So we've got a 2-inch lift kit, 33s on it. I can tell it's been chopped, I already mentioned that. Got a roof rack. Tray is actually a tilt tray, so it's quite nice. Factory 1H motor in it. She's actually been turboed, so she's pretty clean. Really not much going on inside here. It's pretty stock. It's upgraded the lights to LED, which is quite nice. Pioneer head unit. But other than that, fucking for an 80 series, I reckon she's pretty clean. Like, it's been well looked after. An old guy brought it off. I'll check under the bonnet though. Give you guys a bit of a look. It's got a safari snorkel on it. Couple of Nevada, I don't know, halogen lights. Nevada, gosh. So we've got the dual battery set up on here. Still got to connect this one. Got to put battery terminals on it and whatnot. Probably clamps, but probably doesn't need clamps. But pretty solid in there. So turbo's down here. It's actually been done recently, I think last year, and he hasn't driven it much. He's had a couple other problems with it. Came with a roadworthy too, which is nice. It's got the King's dual battery set up, which is alright. Whole car's been rewired, so honestly it's going to be probably the biggest pain in the ass to try to rewire this thing or put stuff on it. It's a oil cooled, water cooled. It's oil cooled. That's right, oil cooled turbo. Got hot lines there. I don't know when he's done the last service. It looks like it was a little bit ago from looking at the air filter, but we're just going to go through it all and replace that. A couple of things that I've got to do to it is, do a full service, so all your filters and whatnot. I'm going to be redoing the front end, or the front diff. I've got a leak on behind this tyre. I'll try and show you guys. She's fairly leaky there. The other side's not too bad, bit of seepage, but underneath pretty alright. We'll be degreasing the heck out of all that, giving it a bit of a clean. Did come with a worn winch. Worn winch does not work, doesn't have the control box, so you can see there, but that's something that we'll be adding on later on. I'm going to rebuild this winch, so that'll be another video. As I said, like, it's got new tyres on it, so it's pretty good, like fairly stock overall. A nice little view here too. So with the hydraulics, we got that here. It's had transmission fluid in it, which I could not tell you why. But they're coming off anyway, because I don't plan on using the hydraulic boom or the tilt tray for anything. You can see there's the boom. Second tank, I think that's standard, buddy. All connected for the hydraulics. Pretty good though. Like, tail lights I'll be changing. I've got some LED ones off of another car. Plan is to put a canopy on it. So I really want to get a full camper setup on it. So full canopy on it to pretty much live out of. I'm going to be doing a lot of bush trips. This will be my touring car. I've got another car which will be the Bush Pig, which will come up in another video because I've got to pinch parts off it. Rob Pete to pay for, as you all say. We do have a dash cam which also got a reverse camera on it, which is fairly crappy reverse camera. Might turn her on. But she's not too bad, like, bloody works alright. No SIM card in at the moment. RPM gauge doesn't work, so I've got to figure out wiring wise with that why that's not working. It's put an aftermarket console in it. Well, I believe it's from another 80, but it's got a cup holder. First car that has a bloody cup holder, which is pretty keen. At the moment it's still in constant full drive, so I gotta get the, honestly cannot remember what it's called, but it goes in the back of the transfer case, gear thingy, McBobby. New to the 80s, so don't know a shit ton about them, but here to learn, you know. Hopefully give some tips and tricks on working on it. I've done well, my other car's a 1985 Toyota Hilux, and I know a fair bit about those from working on it. That's how I learn, you know. Bloody grab a new car, work on it. Got it for a pretty good price. It was actually 16.5, as is. Door's locked. Central locking will be going into this car too, just because I want to have a nice central locked car. Don't have to go around bloody opening all the doors up and then figuring out, hey, you left one fucking open. But that's fairly easy. I might upgrade the headlights too eventually to LED. I do prefer them. As long as you get a good brand. Like, I've got shitty eBay ones on the Hilux, and you honestly cannot tell the difference between the old candlelight ones and the LED ones, but other than that, they work alright. But she's pretty good, like, bloody nice rig. Might be putting another inch on the springs, or coils, depends what you want to call them. So I'm new to that stuff. I've usually, all my other cars just got leafs besides me Bluebird, which is a 1983 Datsun Bluebird TRX Series 2. We'll be doing some wiring in the rear end too. I'm going to put a Anderson plug out here, a flat trailer plug, as well. I'll keep the bloody round one over there. But it's a bloody nice car too. Good to drive. I'm going to do a service hopefully. It's got a bit of a engine movement problem, so probably engine mounts as well. Underneath's not too bad, like, hasn't been done much. Go underneath the car real quick. Back of the transfer case, we've got a bit of oil residue on there. I haven't looked at any of the drive shafts or bloody any of that stuff yet, but they'll come to it. But decently clean car. I see a bit of rust forming up here. Bit of rust up here. Hopefully that's just surface, nothing's going through, but then again it looks like it's fairly bad there. Not bad, depending on what you classify as bad, but it's peeling off. So that's pulling the front mats up and figuring that bit out. Might have to redo some of this stuff to repaint it all. It's a possibility. Did come with a spare bottom end block. So we've got wiring up there still loose, so I'm not too sure on what that is. I think it's a stock exhaust on it too, which is alright, I don't mind. So it's just going to be a reliable touring car. The filler, I dare say this is stock from the wagons, or when it was a wagon, like a little pull tab filler. So eventually, because we got the two lines here, I'm just going to extend them and bring them out to just back up here, just so it's easier to get to. Do want to put a couple of toolboxes on the back. And I think that's pretty much it. We'll change taillights, as I said before, which is pretty easy stuff. So we're going to bring you on for a bit of a journey with this car. And same with the others, like my Hilux, that's pretty much a bush pig now since I got this one. Done a few recoveries of a 79 series Land Cruiser and another Patrol. And you just can't go wrong with the Hiluxes. They're bloody light as, bloody light. So it makes it up the tracks fairly easy. Lacks on power, but first gear rev limit in it does alright. But honestly, I cannot figure out anything wrong with it. It's a good car. The panels are fairly good on it. Like, I don't see major dents or anything like that. You still got your usual wear and tear from rubbing on the side of the doors and whatnot. These little mud flaps, they're going. I don't like those, but you know, that's about it. So I'll catch you guys next time. Please like, subscribe, and share this video just to help me get going. New YouTube channel, I'd much appreciate it. So it's Jake from Valley Garage, and have a good one, guys.